Okay. It has been a while. I hope everyone is ready for technology to betray everyone. Mostly me. Okay, so standard stuff first. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so I'm heard. Alright, question number 2. Can the music be heard? I'm sorry you're feeling depressed, Freighter. Hopefully this lifts your spirits at least a little bit. I pray that God helps you through it. There's no music? Hold on. Wait. Oh, shoot. I turned off the music. Okay. How about now? We don't technically need music, but it's better than the deathly silence behind me, I suppose. Is there music now? Maybe it's very quiet. I am going to progressively turn up the volume of the music. I see the levels. I see the levels of the music moving. Okay, it's faint. That means it's there. Okay. How about now? I can't tell from my end. I don't hear any music, but it is in the source. Still super faint? Okay. There's a little bit of a delay with the chat, so I can't tell how high this music should be going. I don't want it. This is good. Maybe slightly quieter. I do not want the music to be louder than me. This is good. Okay. So I guess the second question, or the third question, because I haven't heard the sources of the music on here in a long time. Is this piano music you're hearing? Like, what's the instrumentals? It's been 6 months, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. But hey, just like on my shorts, I figured out how to have more movement slightly. Look at how smooth and wavy this is. But of course, I am too poor to have emotions, to have expressions. So you will only be looking at this expression forever. And until we get a budget increase. We have perpetually this expression forever. And I am trying my best to eat my cup of noodles because I should have something in my stomach. This has no nutritional value to it whatsoever, but I gotta eat something. And this should not turn into a cup of noodles ASMR. Imagine my first stream in months, and the first thing I do is just eat a couple noodles on here. No, I haven't fallen that far yet. But hey, Jared, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that so much. And also, no, Starlight is best pwn. Fluttershy is like second best pwn. Like we love Fluttershy around here. I'm also wearing a Starlight Glimmer shirt today. I also saw that there's like some trading cards of Starlight that I can get for like no more than $3 or $4, and I'm definitely gonna get myself some Starlight trading cards. I gotta up the Starlight merch in my possession. I have my Starlight plushie on my desk here. I got my Starlight shirt on. Gotta get me some of those trading cards. You are not too late at all, Cartoon Lover. Thank you for being here. The stream is still kind of pre-starting because I got home from work and I'm hungry. And I'm doing my best to avoid making this a mukbang, but I am hungry. I need to eat. I tried to get some breakfast from McDonald's earlier, but it didn't taste as good as I remember it tasting, so I didn't finish it. Me and McDonald's do not have a good relationship lately. I don't want to go there anymore. They've been disappointing me in multiple ways. I mean, I'm not losing anything by not going to McDonald's. In fact, I'm gaining something. I think more years have been added to my life by not going to McDonald's. But because I didn't finish that, I am hungrier than I otherwise would be. Also, did you guys know? I don't know if this is a global thing, if it's an America thing, or if it's a California thing, but apparently McDonald's is charging for their paper bags now. I know it's just 10 cents, but I hate it. So, yeah, you know what, McDonald's, you and I don't think we're friends anymore. And plus, the past few times I went just to get French fries, they weren't as crispy as they're supposed to be. McDonald's French fries are great when they're crispy, but they weren't crispy. Could I have asked them to you know, refry those French fries? Sure, but I don't like confrontation, so I just take it and I accept it, and it is what it is. Besides that, have you guys heard about someone like many years ago keeping their McDonald's meal from like back in the 90s or something, and it's still relatively preserved? That concerns me so much. Like, why is, like, it's not edible anymore by any means, but if you look at pictures, the burger and the French fries, they look way too preserved for being over 20 years old, and that concerns me. I don't want to eat something like that. What are they putting in their burgers? And then the thing that happened recently with their CEO refusing to eat the food. Why are we still eating this food if the person in charge doesn't want to eat it? That's so concerning. So yeah, me and McDonald's, we're not friends anymore. They need to prove themselves to me. I used to not care for Carl's Jr. because I thought their burger tasted burnt because it's charbroiled. But I tried it recently, and it tastes way better. But it's expensive. Why is everything expensive? Also, I see what you did there, Stealthy Pumpkin. Thank you so much for the $5 so I can get a trading card. That makes my heart happy. I will definitely get a Starlight trading card. Thank you so much. I'm like looking at one where Starlight is wearing the robe from Hufar, that one pony from Saddle Arabia when she sold Trixie's cart, which was wrong, but she looks nice in that robe. So, you know, I want to see how many Starlight trading cards I can get. Okay. something you guys are gonna learn about about me today is I'm really picky when it comes to foods, and all it really takes is one bad experience for me not to go back to a place. So regarding Burger King, my college had a Burger King in it, and I went to it, and when I ordered a burger, it wasn't cooked through all the way. So naturally I didn't eat it, but because of that, because it wasn't cooked all the way, and once again, yeah, I could have asked them to give me a better burger, but I am non-confrontational. So I just took the loss of money and just told myself, all right, Burger King, you lost me forever. And there was another time, completely different restaurant, Applebee's. I went to Applebee's to get some fettuccine Alfredo, and it tasted horrible. It had like no flavor and barely any sauce. And so I said, all right, Applebee's, I guess you don't like me either. I don't have to be here anymore. Sure, they might have other things on the menu I like, but it just takes one experience. And then, I mean, again, I'm not really losing anything. All I would be losing is my money by going back to these places. So it's whatever, to be honest. I have not had Culver's before. I've heard of it though. Unless, have I? I don't remember. The thing about cup of noodles is that I actually don't like it when it starts to get really soggy. It tastes better to me when the noodles are still kind of crunchy. And now the noodles are starting to get soggy, so I don't want it anymore. I ate enough of it. I'm good. That was me putting it down. Anywho, I don't know how delayed the chat is on the screen that I'm looking at, so I'm going to use my phone as a secondary source of seeing the chat. But before we do that, on the off chance there's someone in the chat who has never seen me or heard from me before, hello! My name is Aloubell. I'm the artistic Aloubell, and I like to review different shows and movies and cartoons and basically talk about whatever I want to. But when it comes to these live streams, we can just do whatever. And I'm going to start off here by reading a verse from the Bible to bless this stream. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. And I pray for blessings for everyone in the comments, that God blesses you abundantly, and that we have a fun time here. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright, now that the food stuffing is essentially over, I immediately forgot what I was doing. Oh right, I was looking at my phone to get to the stream. I'm gonna use my other account, because I don't know how wonky it will be using the regular account. See, look, I have more. Uh-oh. Okay, I shouldn't move around too much. Because this VTuber model is like gonna be on fire at some point. I see other VTuber models and the lip syncing is good. They have expressions, they have like cozy backgrounds, and I'm just like, if I tried any of that, my computer would blow up. I can't help but think that all other VTubers have like really expensive computers or something, or they all just have Apple products. Actually, that might be what's happening. Because for, was it VTuber Studio, which is for 2D VTubers, that's like the best kind. Well, not necessarily the best, but you get a lot of expressions and stuff with VTuber Studio. But unfortunately, VTuber Studio is only on iPhones and Apple products, which is stupid. Why can't we get things like that on Android? I have to rely on my computer. And there's other problems too. You need like $3,000 to get a decent VTuber model. At least. Who's got that kind of money? So, maybe one day. I do have an updated design I want to use for a VTuber model. But until then, you get the low budget, no expression, this right here. But I'm still happy with it. I like how the hair strands came out, because I made this in, how did I make this again? Oh no. I made it in a software that I do not remember, and the star is made out of like hair fibers. It took a long time. Hats off to all VTuber modelers, like the ones, the compositors and the artists, because that stuff looks hard. Oh, Japan uses Apple products more. Come on, Japan. Do you not like Androids? Give Android users some... I promise you, you will make so much more money if you put VTuber Studio on Android. You will make more money. I don't understand why companies don't like money. I would like money. There are ways nowadays of making like easy VTuber models. I think things have gotten a little bit easier, at least in terms of just getting started. Not necessarily in being the most unique VTuber, but there are websites and things you can download to make really easy VTubers. I can't say off the top of my head what some of those things are, but I saw some being advertised, so they're there. So if you want to be a VTuber and you just want to get started without spending a lot of money on being super customizable and all that, it's there. And I think you should give it a try to like test out the waters before you feel like saving up thousands of dollars and make it more official. So, you know, the option's there. VTube Studios on Steam. Yeah, is it? Well, either way, you still need a 2D model, and my model right now is a 3D model. I'd rather have a 2D model. Like, yes, I can do things like turn my head and stuff, and I can do all this fancy work here, which you can't fully do with the 2D model, but ironically, the 2D model seems a lot more versatile and more animated, which is interesting. I honestly don't know too many VTubers who use 3D models. I know there's, what's her name, Villian? Something like that? She uses a 3D model, but she also really uses it. She uses hand motion sensing and foot motion. She can sense her whole body, so her whole body's on screen where she can move. So I think if you're going to be like a pro 3D VTuber, maybe that's the route, that's the best thing you can possibly do, is, you know, be able to move your entire body. But otherwise, I think 2D is the way to go. There's like so many cool 2D models. Anywho, we lost the plot a little while ago, so let's go ahead and start what we came here to do. First, I didn't really say hi to anybody, did I? My apologies. Hello, HD Ninja Miss Brick Studio. Hi, Stealthy Pumpkin and Freighter and Dead Jin, the Jin. I am so sorry. Hello, Jared and Esgid. Cartoon Lover, I said hi to you. And hi, Fire Rose. And Isabella Blueberry, hello. Thank you all so much for being here. So, let's get into the meat and potatoes of all of this. Time to switch over screens and hope that nothing blows up. Jin, okay. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I mean, PNG tubers is a thing too, but I already have my toe in the VTuber, so whatever. Also, for fair warning, I am operating on 2 hours of sleep. I was working on a video all night long, and it's basically done, but copyright's a thing, and copyright already got me 3 times on it, so I'm trying to figure out how to not get the copyright, you know? So, oh, it's so stupid. It's a My Little Pony video, and on a past video, I was able to use clips with sounds, and copyright did not care. But on this, I have so many filters over these clips, and now copyright cares. I don't understand. But whatever. Also, I'm not gonna show you on here because again, I don't want things to blow up, but I made a new playlist with just exclusively my Starlight Glimmer videos, because I do talk about her a sizable amount, and I think she deserves her own playlist. And I named the playlist The Starlight Saga. I am so happy with that title. It's so simple, but it makes me laugh, and I think it's clever. Every video about Starlight I make henceforth will be part of the Starlight Saga. And I am making that playlist for all Starlight Glimmer fans out there who haven't been able to give good arguments as to why Starlight is best pwn and people should not hate her. I am making this playlist for you to send out to the haters so that you can show them exactly why we love this pony so much. It will take a while to make all the videos I need to in order to fully represent her, because I have been hired as her PR specialist. And as Starlight Glimmer's PR specialist, it is my job to make sure that the public sees her for who she truly is, which is best pwn. So. Of course, this is not becoming the Starlight Glimmer channel. I'm gonna be doing other videos too. But, again, as the PR specialist, I must do my job. I must do my duty. Ella's on a lifelong mission. I am on the mission for as long as I need to. I think once I get all these topics out of my system and the catharsis kicks in, then the mission will be over. But there's at least 5 or so videos I need to make in order to show people that this pony is awesome and that they're wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want people to... I'm not trying to force people to like Starlight. Like who you want to like. My goal is for you to have, correct information about her. If you're gonna hate Starlight, hate her with the correct information, you know? And people are often not correct about her. So that's my goal, is to give you the correct information, and you can form your opinions as you will. But I will not stand with the people who just say wrong things about her and spit on her face and say ill of her. No. This is my duty as a YouTuber, at least part-time, to show people that Starlight is best pwn. Anyway, let's do what we actually came here for. Oh, see, Jared right there. Poor backstory. She does not, and I will have a whole video explaining why she does not have a poor backstory. I mean, my whole Starlight video, my first one I did, kind of is a cliff notes of why I think she doesn't, but all of the individual ideas will be expressed in their own videos. People, okay. I'm gonna give a small reason as to why her backstory isn't bad. You can make an argument that the way that it was showed was bad because there's a lot of rush through it, but the backstory itself is not bad. Because, first of all, the point of the entire episode of the QD Remark is that small changes in the past affect the future. Like, small little things that happen now can create an avalanche of problems later. So, with Starlight's backstory of it being so seemingly small and innocent and a nothing burger, basically, like, boohoo, she lost her first friend. That's not a good reason to do X, Y, and Z. But the whole point is that a seemingly small and insignificant event turns into this big dramatic thing later. That's the entire point. It was downplayed on purpose. It was the point. And so many people missed the point. And I hate that. That's so annoying. And when that was like the theme of the episodes, was that small things can, when unchecked, snowball into something more serious. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can really get into it. What do you mean, how did she learn magic? How did Twilight learn magic? She studied. Starlight studied. That's how she learned magic. They both have a talent with magic. So, I don't understand the problem here. She studied. And she has a talent. What's the problem? I don't understand the problem. Oh, but anyway, as with all videos, this video will be up for members and for patrons to see first before it is revealed to the public next week. Step one is getting through copyright, because my goodness, there's no reason for copyright to ding me for these tiny clips. But yeah, we aren't here to rant about Starlight Glimmer. I mean, I could, but that's not why we're here. Not everyone here has context on Starlight. What do you mean how she got so good? Okay, actually, nope, that's part of the video. That's part of the video that's coming, so that was just a sneak preview. Catch my next video, my next uploaded video on Starlight, and I will put your problems to rest there. Okay? So just wait a week. Depending on your level of membership. I don't know what membership level you are, but Fortissimo bells and orchestral bells get to see videos early. Everyone else, you'll have to wait until next week for my fantastic 20-minute spiel on Starlight and her powers. Anywho, so let's get into the actual thing. So let me see if I can do this without things blowing up. Okay, I want this. And it looks funny, but give me a second. So, we're gonna do some Would You Rathers as well as blank or pass videos. And you guys can feel free to judge my answers on these things in the comments, or you can agree with me. So, we'll see how this goes. And this first video, all the videos are going to be on mute, by the way, and I'm going to pause I'm going to pause as I want to pause. I had a more eloquent way of putting that. Anyway, this first video is from Overstood, from channel Overstood, and this is Eat or Pass, Picky Eater Edition. You guys are only going to learn a lot about me today. Let's see. Olives. I will pass on the olives, personally. Let me move my big head out of the way. I didn't know where the food and stuff was going to be. So over here. Yep, I'm a picky eater. I do not like olives. I do not like how they smell. I do not like how they look. So that's a no for me. No olives on anything at all, whatsoever. Next. Chocolate mint ice cream. Okay, so I like the idea of chocolate mint ice cream. I used to eat Thin Mints, the Girl Scout cookies. So I like the chocolate mint combination. And this theoretically sounds good, but I don't want to eat it. So I'm gonna pass on the chocolate mint ice cream. I mean, maybe I try it, but if we're just using this as a someone put it in front of me and whether I rather eat it or just like pass it along, I'm probably gonna pass it along because there's a chance that I don't like it and I don't want to commit to eating an entire bowl of this. So next one. Pineapple pizza. Oh, pass. Pass it up. Pass it. I do not like pineapple on pizza. You are a special person if you like pineapple on pizza. I respect you and your choices. But that, no. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. It is not for me. I don't like the idea of something sweet and juicy on pizza. Yes, I know it's called Hawaiian. I don't know why it's called... they didn't advertise it as that on this video, but it is what it is. Like, if it was a dessert pizza... I mean, still no, because dessert pizzas to me more like favor chocolate and cinnamon and stuff like that. Maybe some marshmallows, but not pineapple. Avocado toast. No, I don't like avocados and I don't like guacamole. I mean, I'll take the bread, but... Oh no, we're passing on everything so far. It really is picky eaters edition. That's funny. Pass. I'm a Gen Z, not a millennial. I'm a millennial. I don't want to eat this. Keep in mind, I don't like being picky. There's a lot of foods I want to like, especially for health reasons, but I just can't. I can't. Like, I want to like avocados. They seem chill, but no. That's a no. Next up. Seafood boil. Guys, this isn't looking good. This isn't looking good at all. Hold on. I wanna have some kind of opportunity to say yes somewhere in here. So yes, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat and see if there's anything in here that I would be willing to eat. Okay, I see some things coming up that I'd be willing to eat. But seafood boil is not it. I have a weird relationship with seafood. Seafood looks too much like the animal it used to be, and I hate that. So, no. Like, I like salmon sometimes. I like shrimp only when it's made at a teppanyaki restaurant, when it's hibachi shrimp. And for the rest of seafood, it's mostly a no. Next up, carrot cake. No, that's pass on that too. Oh no, I forgot to pause. So pass on the carrot cake. I know a lot of people like carrot cake, so I'm a little more controversial on that one. I just don't like the idea of carrots being in cake. It's just not an appealing idea. I know people really like it and like will swear by it, but no. Hi Samuel, thank you for being here. And thank you so much for spelling my name right. I do appreciate that so much. Okay, and this one is grits. I like grits sometimes, so how do you explain grits? It's made out of cornmeal, right? It's like oatmeal made out of cornmeal. I don't know how to describe it, but it's fine. I don't love it, but depending on how it's made, I don't mind it. But I don't want to eat it by itself because the texture does bother me, but having it with some eggs, that's good. So, sure, I'll give this one an 8, depending on who makes it. Next up is runny egg. Why do they have to go and ruin it and make it runny? Ugh. I like scrambled eggs, or at least the egg cooked through all the way. The runny yolk bothers me. Like, that is another texture thing too. It's gooey and stuff. I don't like eating gooey foods. So no, that's a pass for me as well. I don't understand how people eat runny yolks. It's a runny egg over on toast. That's what it is. So this is pass. Pass, pass. And next is overnight oats. I like the idea of overnight oats. I really, really do. But are these oats cold? That's where so overnight oats is basically oatmeal that you make at night, I guess, and you just like take it with you in the morning as a quick breakfast. So are we talking cold oatmeal basically? And I don't like the idea of cold oatmeal. That just seems gross. Hot oatmeal, fine. Cold oatmeal? Like, could you heat it up? Sure, but the whole point is that you, like, take it and go. So, pass. That seems foul. Just make, like, a protein shake or something. I'm sorry. That's the phrase, that seems foul. That's funny. Like, I like the idea of it, but I don't like that it's cold. So yeah, pass. Let's see what the next one is. I didn't choose these foods. It's by channel maker Overstood. Spaghetti bolognese. If this is just basically spaghetti, then eat. I will eat it. I like spaghetti. Spaghetti is good, but it's that second word that gives me pause. What's a bolognese? I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But if it's just regular spaghetti with some ground beef and some tomato sauce, then yeah, I will absolutely eat it for sure. Spaghetti is good. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Next one. I said pickles. Okay, yeah, I'll eat a pickle. Pickles. I don't think all pickles taste the same. They probably don't, but my experience with pickles, I like them. They're delightfully salty and a little sour. So, yeah. I will eat the pickle. However, I know some people like to drink pickle juice, and not gonna lie, I'm gonna look at you a little funny. I think there's like pickle juice soda out there too, which is fascinating. But hey, do you, I guess. Hold on, I'm looking at myself, and for some reason my neck is doing a weird thing. I'm trying to get it to not. But I'm also doing something with my microphone to where I don't speak into it directly, because I don't want to hit any peaks. So I guess my neck is just gonna be perpetually crooked, I guess. Oh well. Alright, next one. Oh. Someone out there knows someone who drinks the juice. Alright, more power to him, I guess. Sloppy Joe. Okay, yeah, I'll eat a Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joes, they can hit the right spot depending on the time. So yeah, Sloppy Joes. It's ground beef with some a special kind of tomato sauce, basically, and you just put it in a hamburger bun. I like to add some cheese to mine. So yay, Sloppy Joes. It does. It really depends on who makes it. I've only ever had my parents' Sloppy Joes, so I've had others. So I might pause a bit from someone else's, but the ones my family makes, they're good. Sushi. Nope, there's that picky eater part of me saying no to sushi. Like I know me and seafood are already have some type of relationship that's negative. So that's cold sushi, cold fish. No, I know there's cooked sushi, but still no. There's too much stuff inside of the sushi that I can't do. My brain will not allow me to accept sushi. I want to like sushi though, because I see people enjoying it, and theoretically it looks good, but no, that's a pass. Next one. Hold on, we're only like a minute and a half into this video. I think I'm only gonna do a few more from this video, then we can check out a different video. Dumplings. It depends. It really depends. I prefer dumplings when they are fried and when they're a little bit crunchy. I like pork dumplings and chicken dumplings, but yeah, they do need to be fried for me. When the skin is a little too soft, that bothers me. So, depending on the type, I will eat it. Okay, let's try a different video. Alright, I'll let you guys choose. I actually saved these a while ago. So, should we do a video like this with the theme of anime, with cartoons, or with more food? So you tell me, food, anime, or cartoons? Alright, thanks for being here, Filmora. I appreciate you. Alright, that's 2 for cartoons, 3 for cartoons. That's 1 for foods, another for cartoons. Wow, I'm surprised no one said anime. Okay, I guess we're doing cartoons. Let's do this one. Oh yay, no commercial. So this one is from the channel The Quiz Show. So this one is pick one, kick one cartoons. So, might be making some enemies today, but it is what it is. So I either pick The Amazing World of Gumball or Adventure Time. Oh, That's actually a good question. I really have to think about it. I think just for the uniqueness of it, I will pick Gumball. So, sorry Adventure Time. I'm kicking you out. I will pick Gumball. I appreciate artistically the choices that it makes. I don't love either of these cartoons. Like I used to like them, but they fell off for me. But just purely artistic wise, because of all the different art styles that's in Gumball, I will pick that one. I liked Gumball in the earlier seasons, like before the eyes got all round and the irises got super tiny, or the pupils got super tiny. I liked it when they were more elongated. It was cuter to me. But aside from that, I do appreciate the uniqueness of Gumball. So sorry, Adventure Time. You go into the fire. Let's go to the next one. So SpongeBob or Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. I'm picking Phineas and Ferb. 100%. Absolutely. Phineas and Ferb. Okay, I am definitely in the wrong spot now. I gotta move myself more into the middle. There we go. Phineas and Ferb. Like, get SpongeBob out of here. SpongeBob has been around too long. You've had it. You've. Sorry. Like, not sorry, but sorry. Phineas, Ferb, you can stay. You're invited to the party. SpongeBob's not invited to the party. Sorry. But like again, not sorry. This wasn't even a question. Like I didn't need the timer on this one. That was easy. All right, so Simpsons or Family Guy. I don't love either of these, but if I had to choose one, I'm probably gonna choose Family Guy because I actually had a time in my life where I watched Family Guy and enjoyed it, whereas I never sat down to watch The Simpsons because it never looked appealing to me. Like, I respect Simpsons in the history of cartoons, but since I never sat down to watch it, my bias will go towards Family Guy. I know Family Guy has dropped off in quality. I haven't sat down to watch it in years, but Family Guy's the one I have experience with. So I'm gonna pick Family Guy and kick Simpsons. Sorry, Simpsons. No, I don't. I used to enjoy Family Guy. I don't watch it anymore. It's not my cup of tea anymore. Visually, it's not my cup of tea. Humor-wise, some of the older jokes still stick. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't really watch too much of the quote-unquote adult cartoons, at least not the American poorly animated adult cartoons with the crude humor and stuff. It's not my. I don't like it. I don't. It's not nice to me. But anywho, if I have to invite someone to the party, then it's Family Guy. Sorry. All right, next one up is Teen Titans or Justice League. These are both good shows. But my bias is Teen Titans. So, Teen Titans. Teen Titans gets to go to the party. I'm so sorry, Justice League. Like, Justice League Unlimited here was, I remember it being a good quality show. But I grew up with Teen Titans. Like the OG Teen Titans, it's such a good show. So yeah, I have to choose Teen Titans. But I still appreciate you, Justice League. I'll make sure to send you some pics of the party and, you know, hashtag you. So we have Bugs Bunny. Oh, we're doing characters too. Wait, hold on. This is weird. Bugs Bunny is part of Looney Tunes. Why would they do this? So I either have to choose Bugs Bunny himself compared to all of Looney Tunes. So does this mean I lose Bugs Bunny, but keep the rest of them? That's actually tricky. Would I be willing to lose all of Looney Tunes for Bugs? Bugs is like the biggest highlight of Looney Tunes for me. But like Looney Tunes is so vast and it's so, you'd be losing a lot if you gave up all of Looney Tunes. But I like Bugs. Bugs is my favorite Looney Tune. Oh no. I mean, it's not like I really watch Looney Tunes much anymore, so I don't like this one. This one's stupid. I will say, because it's easy to get bored watching just one thing all the time, that I'd rather have the whole catalog of Looney Tunes and lose Bugs. I'm sorry, Bugs. You are the best of them, but I'd rather have your buddies and have variety than just you. Sorry. Alright, next one. Oh, it's not just American cartoons, because I see an anime coming up. So I guess we're gonna find out. So it's either Naruto or Pokemon. You know, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. Pokemon has more of an influence on my life than I think Naruto does. So I'm probably gonna go Pokemon. I have more of a bias towards it. Like, I like Naruto. I did have more of a Naruto phase, but Pokemon has too much nostalgia and too much going for it, to be honest. So, all right, Pokemon's invited. Sorry, Naruto. You have to get ramen somewhere else. Bye-bye. Next one is DuckTales or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. If we're strictly speaking of the original DuckTales and not the reboot, I'm gonna have to go with Foster's. I never really watched the original DuckTales. Like, I think it came on Saturday mornings when I was younger, but I never stopped to watch it, so I don't have an attachment to the older DuckTales. I'm sure it was great, and I hear nothing but good things about it, but I don't have nostalgia for DuckTales. I do have nostalgia for Foster's, so I will unfortunately have to choose Foster's to come to the party and not DuckTales. Sorry, DuckTales. You have a great theme song, though. Such a great theme song. Can we play your theme song at the party? Thanks. I appreciate it. Next one. Steven Universe or Clarence. Can I not invite either? I don't really want either of these at my party. I'm not a fan of either. I mean, if I had a weapon up to my head and someone said I had to choose because that weapon is right next to my brain, then I will probably choose Steven Universe because there's a weapon next to my head. Without the weapon, I would just conveniently lose both of their invitations. But if I'm being forced, then yeah, I'll probably pick Steven Universe. Mostly for the aesthetic. It looks nicer, way nicer than Clarence. As well as, I know it has like good songs and stuff too. I don't care for either, but again, there's a weapon next to my head. But anywho, next one is Fairly Odd Parents or Danny Why did they choose fan art? They chose fan art for Danny Phantom. That's so... I mean... Okay. Or maybe this has a bias. But, good question. Danny Phantom or Fairly Odd Parents? Huh. Danny Phantom is technically more interesting than Fairly Odd Parents. It is technically more interesting. But... I don't know. Fairly Odd Parents came to me earlier in my life. Plus, it is the older cartoon, so I'm slightly more nostalgic for Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom has a more... I wouldn't say unique concept, but it has a more interesting concept. The stories are more exciting. There's kind of a story there. Well, I don't know. My gut is split. Like, when they were both at their best, they were both really good shows. It's still so funny. They use fan art. I guess I'll invite... I'll invite Danny Phantom. I'm gonna be sad about this, but I'll invite Danny Phantom only because I have to invite somebody. Like, I'm this one makes me sad. I want Fairly Odd Parents here too. Oh, this was a tough one. But do I like Danny Phantom more than Fairly Odd Parents? I might just sneak Fairly Odd Parents into the party. But like, don't tell anyone. I'm inviting Fairly Odd Parents to the party too. Anyway, let's see what the next one is. But at the same time, hold on. At the same time, Danny Phantom didn't get as bad as Fairly Odd Parents did. Like, at their worst, Fairly Odd Parents is worse than Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom stopped early enough before it got too bad. So, logically, Danny Phantom is technically the correct choice, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm going to be sneaking Fairly Odd Parents into the party, then I might also sneak Justice League into the party too, but don't tell anyone. Alright, let's see what the next one is. Next one is Pink Panther or Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. This is not even a question. Like, Pink Panther's cool and all, but I have way more attachment to Tom and Jerry than I ever did to Pink Panther. Like, I saw some Pink Panther cartoons, but they didn't hit the same. So yeah, Tom and Jerry, 100%. Not even close. Someone out there is gonna pick Pink Panther, and you know, good for them, but it's not for me. Alright, the next one is Samurai Jack versus Invader Zim. Okay. So, this might be a little controversial, but I might choose Invader Zim, guys. I didn't watch too much Samurai Jack. Okay, hear me out. Samurai Jack is objectively the better show. It is objectively the better show. I didn't really watch too much Samurai Jack. I didn't. I've never sat through an entire episode. But I know, factually, it is the better show. It has the better everything, really. Like, the better animation, the better story, the better conflict. But I didn't really watch it. I did watch Invader Zim. But should I be judging who comes to the party based off of what I watched or what I know is better? If we're talking in terms of society, then I would probably choose Samurai Jack. My nostalgia says pick Invader Zim. But if we're going by pure quality, then I think I'll have to choose Jack, actually. I'm sorry, Zim. I mean, I'm not attached to Zim like that. I just have more attachment to Zim than Jack because I watched one more than the other. But Invader Zim is not even one of my favorite Nicktoons at all. So, you know what? Fine. I'll go over to Jack. Jack, you can come to the party. You're cool. I know you're a cool guy. I know about your ending, though, and your ending makes me sad. But aside from that, you're a cool guy. So Jack gets to come to the party. Sorry, Zim. I mean, you can send Gur on over to the party. We like Gur. Alright, next one. Care Bears or... Gee, I wonder which one I'm going to pick. This has got to be the hardest question I have ever gotten in my entire life. Oh no, whichever one shall I choose? Hey, Starlight Glimmer plush next to my computer. Who do you think I should choose? What? I spilled something on my Starlight Glimmer shirt? Oh, that's a shame. So what do you think, Starlight? What about you? Rarity and Trixie and Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash plushes over there. Who do you guys think I'm gonna choose? Do you think I'm gonna choose you or I'm gonna choose Care Bears? You know? I'm not sure, but it's really hard, but I think that I'm gonna go with Care Bears. I mean, come on, I'm going ponies. Of course, My Little Pony. Sorry, Care Bears. I know there's a new Care Bear show, but I haven't seen it. I was never attached to Care Bears at all. So, ponies. Ponies, ponies, ponies. Would I say that MLP is my favorite cartoon ever? It's my favorite show. I guess it is my favorite cartoon. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best cartoon, but I can't speak. English is hard. But it is my favorite cartoon, yes. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is my favorite cartoon. Alright, next up is Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And Transformers. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Scooby-Doo. I was never really into Transformers, so sorry, Transformers fans. Scooby has my allegiance. At least the original. least the original series, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? That has more. That is my allegiance. Alright, next one. Jimmy Neutron or Billy and Mandy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Billy and Mandy. Jimmy Neutron is a fine show. I liked both of these shows, but I'm gonna have to go with Billy and Mandy on this one. I liked it more than Jimmy Neutron. Visually and conceptually, it's more interesting to me. So yeah, Billy and Mandy, you guys get to come to the party. Jimmy, I'm so sorry, you don't. Alright, on to the next one. That was an easy one. I like the easy ones. So we got regular show or Gravity Falls. Once again, I don't love either of these. I've seen them both, but I don't love them. But if I had to choose, because once again I have a weapon next to my head, and if someone was threatening me, then yeah, I would probably choose Gravity Falls. It's more interesting than regular show. Plus it looks nicer than regular show to me. Or I like the art style. I like the art style way more for Gravity Falls than I do regular show. And plus Gravity Falls has more going to it with its story and mystery and stuff. Yes, animation and art style are two different things, but I do like the art style of Gravity Falls better. I mean, the animation of Gravity Falls is good too. Like, they both have decent animation, but going by pure vibes, I will choose Gravity Falls. And the next one, let's see, is about 4 minutes left of this video. So let's see. Totally Spies or Kim Oh, why would you pit them against each other? That's mean. Oh no. I mean, I'm choosing Kim Possible, but this one hurts. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, gotta adjust my seat. I'm bumping into everything, naturally. But yeah, Kim Possible. I have... Man, of course they put these two against each other. But Kim has more of my heart than Totally Spies does. Still love Totally Spies. That was a fun part of my childhood as well. They're kind of like similar vibes. Totally Spies might be another one that I'm sneaking into the party, like through the side door or something. But yeah, I choose Kim Possible. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. If you want to page me, it's okay. Alright, here comes the next one. Rugrats or Ed, Edd n Eddy? Oh, these are getting tough. I liked both of these shows, but my gut instinct says Rugrats. That's just my gut instinct. But Ed, Edd n Eddy was a good show too. But if I had to only choose one that I can bring to the party, then Rugrats is more of a cozy show, so I appreciate the coziness of Rugrats. So I'm sorry, if I had to choose, then I gotta do Rugrats. It's too cozy and it's too comfortable, but like in a good way. But Ed, Edd n Eddy is a good show too. I will acknowledge that. All right, next one is Johnny Bravo or Doug. Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo. I'm choosing Johnny Bravo. I was never a fan of Doug. Johnny Bravo actually was funny to me. So, yeah, go with Johnny. Which, it's a shame how society has changed because Johnny Bravo would never be made nowadays. Even though the show never said that what he was doing was good. Like, he got punished every episode. And yet, so many people are like, this is teaching men how to be womanizers and stuff. He got his comeuppance every single time, so I don't understand the problem. Johnny Bravo was funnier. It was a funnier, more entertaining show. Like, it was the same joke every episode, but it was a funny joke. As far as I'm concerned, it was. But yeah, people are really sensitive. It sucks. I mean, at least I got my memories, and the show still exists. But it is what it is. But yeah, sorry, Doug. Johnny, you're invited to the party. So we have Ben 10 or Dexter's Lab. My nostalgia says Dexter's Lab, but for pure quality, I gotta go Ben 10. Ben 10 is a cooler show than Dexter's Lab. Dexter's Lab was really influential, though. Really good cartoon. Did a lot of cool things. The later seasons weren't great, at least art direction-wise. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ben 10 on this one. Sorry, Dexter. But it is funny hearing Dee Dee's voice actress in the Dark Deception game. It's nice to know she's still doing stuff. Alright, so I got Rick and Morty or Futurama. Oh, great. 2 more shows I don't care for. But... oh, yeah, Dee Dee's voice actress, she plays, what's her name? Agnes, that little creepy girl in the school. It's like chapter 2 or something, or whatever the second level is. Yeah, that's Dee Dee's voice actress. It's really fascinating. It's really cool hearing her in other things. But, yeah, between Rick and Morty and Futurama, I don't like either. I do not like either. At least I caught a little bit of Futurama. But again, I can't emphasize it enough. Not Agnes. Agnes, it's Agatha. Sorry. I knew it was AG. But as far as between Rick and Morty and Futurama, if I actually had to choose, and yeah, Futurama. I'll choose Futurama. But let the record show that I don't like either of these. But nah, I'm not really a fan of the adult humor, the American adult cartoons. Alright, next one is between Chowder and Flapjack. I was never a fan of either of these as well, but I'm gonna go Flapjack. Only because I think it has a cool visual identity. But I never loved either of these shows. I never watched Chowder. Like, the art direction for it, I didn't love. But Flapjack also had some not fantastic, I mean, Flapjack had a unique art direction, but it had some uncomfortable visuals. But it's still more interesting to me to look at than Chowder. So, I'm gonna go with Flapjack. Next one. Show me the next one. What is the next one? It is here. South Park. Great, another adult cartoon. Beavis and Butthead. No, I'm not choosing either of these. I'm sorry. This is gonna have to be the first one where I am not going to. I'm not choosing either. Neither of these are coming to my party. I don't care. Hit me in the head with whatever weapon it is. I am not choosing either. I do not. Sorry. No. Nope. Sorry. We're going on to the next. I don't care the next one is. It's already Avatar: Last Airbender. And I was right. So, Avatar: Last Airbender. Avatar. 100%. I mean, no. Yeah. Sorry, Korra. Get out of here. So, I said earlier that My Little Pony is my favorite show, but I think the best American cartoon is Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is, I think quality-wise, it is the best American cartoon. For sure. So yeah, sorry Korra. Not sorry. Avatar: Last Airbender stays. Yay, Atla. Now we have Flintstones versus My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Yep, going with Flintstones. Going with Flintstones. My gym partner is a monkey. It's cool background noise, I guess, but I never really vibed with that show. I don't remember if I was aging out of Cartoon Network or something at the time, but I just never could really get into the humor of My Gym Partner is a Monkey, so I don't care for it. So yeah, Flintstones. Flintstones all the way. Flintstones. I don't want copyright. Alright, Powerpuff Girls or Codename Kids Next Door. Okay, first off, I don't like how Buttercup is drawn here. Why do the shines in her eyes look funny? Like, I know this is the reboot Powerpuff Girls, which already kind of kills it. I'm gonna assume that I am choosing between the reboot Powerpuff Girls and Codename Kids Next Door. If it was the original Powerpuff Girls, I would choose Powerpuff Girls. But since this is the image of the reboot, I'm gonna go with Codename Kids Next Door because I cannot stand the Powerpuff Girls reboot. And again, Buttercup looks so derpy here, and I don't like it. I understand what they're going for. They're treating the shines in their eyes like pupils, and they shouldn't be doing that. It doesn't look good. Like, there are some directions they're not meant to. They could have done this better. This looks gross. They did Buttercup dirty. Look at this. Look at Buttercup. What's wrong with her? She got hit in the head or something. Oh no. I would choose Powerpuff Girls if it was the original, but I'm assuming this is the reboot. And I don't jam with the reboot. So I'm going with Kids Next Door. Kids Next Door is a cool show. Definitely better than Powerpuff Girls reboot. Okay, so yeah, and I don't like the calic. I don't like the art style for the reboot Powerpuff Girls. It lost so much of its charm. So sad. I didn't use this. Okay, let's make this clear. This is a video on YouTube. I'm watching a video on YouTube that made a countdown for, not a countdown. It's a video on YouTube that made this. Not me. If I were the one who made this, I would be using the original Powerpuff Girls picture, not whatever this is. So I did not choose these pictures. Not at all. This is a video on the channel The Quiz Show. So yeah, do not blame me for this. Like, you blame me for choosing this video, but don't blame me for choosing the picture. The more you look at it, the worse it gets. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Star Wars: The Clone Wars. In this case, I'm just going to have to go by the properties themselves, because I never watched Clone Wars, I'm not huge into Star Wars, and I never watched the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, compared to the things of these properties I have watched, I saw the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I've seen bits and pieces of Star Wars. I've seen the prequels, and I've seen 2 of the newer movies. 2 of why am I doing it like this? 2, 3, 4. I've seen episode 7. I've seen episode 8, as well as the prequels and some clips of the original trilogy. If I were to choose between the things that I have seen, then I'm gonna choose Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, TMNT for me. Just not a huge Star Wars fan. And TMNT, the 2012 show, made me actually like Teenage Mutant TMNT because I didn't like them before. Alright, Bob's Burgers or BoJack Horseman. Yeah, I'm not inviting either of them because I don't like adult cartoons. Or rather, I don't like American adult cartoons. They're not fun to look at. And the humor is often not for me. So, sorry. You guys aren't invited. Oh, good grief. Neither of you guys are invited. No Archer, no Big Mouth. Get off my screen. I do not care for you. Popeye the Sailor or Huckleberry Finn? Sorry, Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Hound, sorry. I'll choose Popeye. I watched more Popeye cartoons growing up than I did Huckleberry Hound. So, Popeye's invited. Arthur or Hey Arnold? Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold. Every day of the week. Hey Arnold. I was not an Arthur person. I did not watch Arthur growing up, so I do not care for Arthur. Hey Arnold, though, is a really good show, so I'm gonna go with Hey Arnold, 100%. Alright, well that's the end of that one. We still got time for more, so we did a cartoon one. So next we can do... I'll show you the ones I have. We got another food one. We have superpower. We have a personality quiz. I don't know if you guys can see these. And we also got anime. So we got anime, we got superpowers, we got a personality quiz for Would You Rather. What do you guys think? Anime. Got 2 for anime. An anime list. Okay, we'll do an anime one. So these ones are for saving characters from anime. So, since we're saving them, I guess they're in mortal danger. So it's up to good old Aloubell to save these poor anime characters from their doom. No commercial, please. Aw, there's a commercial. But I can skip it. I know Clone Wars wasn't an adult cartoon, but that doesn't mean I cared for it. I'm just not a Star Wars fan. I'm so sorry. I casually tolerate it, but that's about it. I only just casually tolerate Star Wars. There's cool things about it. I'm just not a huge fan of it. Alright, let's see. Alright, now where can my avatar, I will have to go tiny. I will have to be tiny. This is where I'm gonna be. Right here. So, oh no, our anime characters are now in mortal peril, and it is up to Aloubell to choose which one anime character I can save. Oh gee. Who will I be saving? Well, I'm not particularly attached to any characters on this screen. I don't know most of these characters, but I am aware of Aqua, and I do know Armin, since I did see like a season and a half of Attack on Titan. So, let's see, it's between Aqua and Armin. one of these characters was done dirty, and I never mind. I don't want to spoil. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know what? I'm gonna save Aqua. I'm saving Aqua. Yeah, Armin's fine, but I'm saving Aqua. Sorry, the rest of you. I guess you guys gotta be thrown into the volcano. Yep, that's what I'm saving you from. I'm saving you from a volcano. And then your powers work. Oh, man. That sucks. None of your powers work. Oh, well. All right, Aqua. You're safe. You're safe with me. Next one. So this is a save an anime character for each letter, A through Z. So these are the A's. Let's go on to the B's. Don't know you, don't know you, I know you, don't know you, I know you, I'm aware of you. I know who you are. Okay, I'm saving Brooke. I am saving Brooke for sure. The Straw Hats are my children, so I have to save Brooke. Sorry, everyone else. I mean, Buggy, I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, your powers don't work because you're going to a volcano, but yeah, Brooke 100%. Sorry, the rest of you. I hope your swim in the volcano isn't too bad. All right, letter C. Oh, another one of my children is here. Are here. Well, gotta save Chopper. I'm sorry. When your children are in trouble, you have to save them, and my child is here. I have to save Chopper. I'm like trying to find a good spot in this chair that's comfortable. I apologize for my twitchiness, but yeah. All right, Chopper, come along with me. I will not let anything bad happen to you. Chopper, 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 Chopper. Okay, we're on letter D. I'm going to save Denki. Yep. Kaminari is coming with me. So, sorry the rest of you. I'm taking Denki with me. Like Dobby, I'm so sorry, but you know, I mean, you might be able to you might be okay, but yeah, I'm going Denki on this one. Who you guys saving? I'm waiting until I get to a page where I don't know any anime character, and then I'm just gonna go based off of pure vibes. Unfortunately, we've made it to letter D, and I know at least one character from each list. I could have secured the loyalty of Doflamingo. We have no real guarantee that Doffy will actually give a darn about me if I save him. He theoretically will, but Denki though. No, I'm saving Denki. All right, letter E. Oh no. Oh no, this is tricky now. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so for me, it's between Eijiro, Enji, and Edward. I know it's controversial to like Endeavor, but I like him. He's one of my favorite characters in My Hero. But if I had to save just one, it's not gonna be Endeavor. At least, like, Eijiro's a good boy. But like, I think I'm leaning Edward on this one. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, Eijiro. I have to go Edward on this one. I'm sorry. I hope you'll forgive me. But Full Metal Alchemist is the best anime. Not my favorite anime, but it is the best. Alright, letter F. Oh look, another one of my children is here. My child is here. I have to say Frankie. I'm sorry. Wait, it's two Frankies here. The blue-haired one. The blue-haired one in the on the lower left. I have to save my child. So, Frankie, come on up here. I can't let you die. Everyone else, I'm sorry. They put two Frankies here. That's so funny. I know that was a common anime name. Alright, letter G. Do I still know everyone here? Well, I gotta save Goku. I do. I gotta save Goku. I can't let Goku burn. Sorry, everyone else. The only other character on here I give any kind of darn about is Grimmjow. But if it's between Grimmjow and Goku, then yeah, it's Goku. I haven't seen Demon Slayer yet, that's why I'm not choosing any Demon Slayer characters. It's on my list of stuff to watch, though. Alright, letter H. Okay, I know... 1, 2, 3. I know Howl, I know Hashirama, I know Hitoshi. That's his first name? Huh. I didn't know that. I know Hitoshi and I know Hiei. No. I am operating under the assumption with this that all of their powers are lost and they're just gonna go into the volcano. So, their powers don't work in this scenario. It's not gonna be Howl. I'm not saving Howl. I'm sorry, Howl. I am not saving Hashirama. I don't care about him. Like Ie Hokage and all that, but I don't care. It's between Hitoshi and Hiei. Considering I've seen My Hero more recently than Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm probably gonna go with Hitoshi. So yeah, we're saving our brainwashing friendo. But he's a good boy, because he's a good boy too. So yeah, Hitoshi. Because he's a good boy. Alright, letter I. Oh no. Oh no. This one's hard. Oh no. Of the characters on here, I know Isaac, I know Ichigo, I know Itachi, I'm aware of Izumi. I know Izuku and I know Inuyasha. So, I'm already not going to save Isaac. I'm not going to save Ichigo. I'm sorry. I'm not going to save Izumi because I haven't seen his anime. I've just seen clips. I'm not going to save Itachi. I'm not attached enough to him. It is honestly between Izuku and Inuyasha. It's between Izuku and Inuyasha. Oh no. I don't want to lose either of them. But I might go with Inuyasha. There's too much nostalgia there. Like Izuku, I'm so happy about the journey you just went through and that you're doing good, my guy, but I'm gonna throw you into the volcano. I'm sorry. I gotta save Inuyasha. I'm sorry, Izuku. If I could, I would sneak you out of there. Alright, next up, letter J. Oh, well, Jinbei's here. So, the rule of the Straw Hats is I gotta save the Straw Hat. So, Jinbei, I'm saving Jinbei. Sorry, Jiraiya. That's a curious sound I just heard. What was that? Oh, I've never heard that sound before. Someone donated on Ko-fi. Oh, thank you so much. You did that. Whoever did that. I'm not able to look into my Ko-fi account, but thank you so much for donating. That means a lot. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, that sound caught me off guard. I don't know if that sound came through on the microphone or not. But anywho, yeah, no, I'm saving Jinbei. 100%. Sorry, Jiraiya. I'm so sorry, Jiraiya. And I'm sorry, Jean. I'm sorry to you too. Alright, next one. That's funny. Oh, this is funny. They're all JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters. Oh, well, for the first time, I officially don't care who I save. So, I'm just gonna go with Jotaro. He's the most recognizable character to me. So, I'm saving Jotaro. What about you guys? Surely there was other J characters they could have chosen that weren't in this franchise. Whoever made this list has a bias, clearly. Alright, next one. Alright, we got the K's. Well, this one's kind of tricky too. So of the characters here, I know Katsuki, Kakashi, Karma, Krillin, and Kazuto. Okay. So, unfortunately, Karma, it's not gonna be you. Krillin, it's also not gonna be you. Kazuto, it's not you. It is between Katsuki and Kakashi. Like, Krillin's my dude. Like, he's everyone's dude, but I like Kakashi and Katsuki more than him, so. Between Kakashi and Katsuki. Again, I'm in more of a My Hero phase right now. Like, I love Kakashi. Like, all the cool people love Kakashi, but... I think I'm gonna go Katsuki on this one. Yeah, I'm saving Katsuki. Sorry, Kakashi. I think, along with Deku, I'm gonna be sneaking you. I'm gonna figure out a way to save you too. Like, don't you worry. I got you. I will get you. I will get you to safety. All right. Time for L's. What? They can't do 2 K's in a row. That's cheating. No, I don't accept that. That's cheating. So no, I will not be doing this one. You can't have 2 rounds of K. Alright, the official L. Oh yeah, Luffy. Must save my children. I gotta save my Straw Hat children. Luffy's gotta be saved so he can be king of the pirates. If Luffy weren't here, I would choose L. Lolliot. I would choose L, but unfortunately Luffy is here, so I have to choose Luffy. Sorry. But not sorry, because I saved my children. Letter M. Yeah, I'm saving Mirio. 100%. Like, it's not even a competition for me. it's Mirio. Easy. Easy peasy. That's so weird. They did two Ks. That was weird. Alright, so it's between Naruto, Nagisa, Natsu to a degree. I haven't seen Fairy Tail, but I'm aware of him enough. Nier and Neji. So, no to Nier, no to Natsu. I'm unfortunately gonna have to say, so it's between Naruto, Neji, and Nagisa. I'm inclined to say Neji. I'm inclined to say Neji for very obvious reasons. He was done dirty and he deserves better. So I'm gonna say Neji. No, there is no survival. This is a volcano and nobody's powers are working. So it's up to me to decide who gets saved or not. And I'm saving Neji. Oh, you think he'll survive even without his powers? Okay, well, I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm saving Neji. Sorry, Nagisa. Like, sorry. I'm really sorry. But I still appreciate you. Oh, these are just anime boys. I didn't process that there was no girls here. Okay, we actually have a hard one for different reasons. The different reasons being I don't particularly care for any of these characters. Hi, bro. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you can make it. But I'm probably gonna say Odin because I know he's a bro. I haven't gotten that far in the One Piece, but I know that he's a cool guy. So I'll save Odin. I will save Odin. Yeah, it's basically an elimination game. You gotta save one character. And they're going by the letters of the alphabet. Okay, so on here, the characters I give any kind of a darn about is Poir. I'm vaguely aware of Pedro. I am vaguely aware of Pell. It's been way too long since I've seen the Alabasta arc of One Piece, so I don't really have an attachment to Pell. Pride, Pain, and Piccolo. Wait, what am I doing? I'm saving Piccolo. What? I don't even know why I questioned that. Piccolo's one of my favorite characters. So yeah, Piccolo. 100% Piccolo. I don't even know why I read off the other ones. It's Piccolo. Like, he's the broest of the bros. I gotta save the bro. Because, yeah, he's best dad. Alright, now we're on to R. Again, not particularly attached to any of these characters. I know of Rainer. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I hopped off on season 2 and he wasn't focused on all that much. Raina, I don't care. I know about him. Ryuk, Rin from they put 3 Rins, and Rin from Blue Exorcist. I don't care about any of you. Well, I'm glad you're here, Ro. I'm glad you're sticking around, even though you're not huge into anime. I mean, I think Ryuk has made me laugh at least once. So, maybe Ryuk? Maybe Ryuk. I'm gonna say Ryuk. Sorry, Rin. Like, I feel a little bit bad about leaving you behind, but it is what it is. And I'm talking Blue Exorcist Rin. Alright, let's see. What? Ah, they did more R's. Why didn't they start with this one? I actually care about some of these characters. Never mind. Okay, I don't care. They cheated. They cheated. I do not care. Sorry, Ryuk. I'm not saving you because I didn't care about anyone on that list. But now that we have got the cheat page here because they're cheating, I'm gonna pick... It's between Roy, Renji, and Rock Lee. This is unfair. There shouldn't be a second art page. But if I had to choose, it's honestly between Rock Lee and Roy. Sorry, Renji. This is unfair. It's between Rock Lee and Roy. Yeah, I'm gonna choose Roy. Fullmetal Alchemist is just a better anime to me, so, and I like Roy's character. Rock Lee's a great character too, which is why I feel bad. I feel bad, but if one must go, then it's gonna be Rock Lee, so. Alright, now on to S. I feel bad. I feel bad. One of my children is around. Sanji's here, so I obligatorily have to choose Sanji. Because a mother's got to save her children. But I'm sorry, Shoto. I want to choose. I'm gonna find a way to save you. I'm gonna find a way to save you as well. But I gotta choose Sanji. I'm sorry. It's just when you're a mother, you have to choose your children, and the Straw Hats are my children. So, you know, it is what it is. But Shoto, I will throw a rope down for you or something. Alright, bye Filmrot. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you showing up. Alright. So it's between, for me, it's between Saitama, Shanks, and Shota. Well, Shanks hasn't done enough for me to be attached to him like that. Oh wait, did we just do S? Oh my goodness, they did it again. My brain pooped out on me. No, I'm not doing this again. They're cheating. Like if I had to choose, it's between Saitama and Shota, but I'm not gonna do it. I only allowed that one cheat. I will not cheat again. All right, now we're on to T's. I feel bad for this choice because Tamaki deserves. Wait, is there gonna be another T page? There is. I knew it. I caught it early. So there's two T pages. There's this T page, and there's this T page. I already chose Chopper earlier, so it's a little cheap that they put Chopper twice. But I already saved Chopper, so I don't need to save him again. I already saved him. So it is going to be Trunks for me. Yeah, I feel bad for leaving Tamaki behind, but it's Trunks. Trunks, Trunks, Trunks. I mean, I feel bad for leaving Tenya behind as well, but I'm saving Trunks. Alright, now for the U's. Well, Usopp's here, so gotta choose Usopp. Yeah, it wasn't great that they had Chopper on there twice. I am so sorry. I see my VTuber models like swimming for some reason. I don't understand. That's not really corresponding to my movements, but whatever. Maybe I'm twitchier than I thought I was. But anywho, I have to choose Usopp. Usopp. Are we gonna get another U page? We shouldn't. I don't think U is that common of a letter for names in anime. I mean, maybe it is, but not enough for this list. But yeah, Usopp for me. Show me the next page. Show me the next page. VTuber model is wigging out. That must mean the connection is getting funny. Alright, so... V. Vegeta. Vegeta. It's gonna be Vegeta for me. 100% Vegeta. It's not even a competition. Vegeta, 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 Gita, Gita. Vegeta is one of my favorite characters ever. So it's gonna be Vegeta. It's gonna be Vegeta. Vegeta is in my channel banner, guys. I wasn't not going to choose Vegeta. He's one of my favorite characters in anything. Definitely one of my favorite anime characters of all time. So yeah, I'm choosing Vegeta. Sorry, everyone else. I don't really know you anyway, but even if I did, I would still choose Vegeta. Alright, we're on letter Y. Interesting. Are we gonna get another Y list? Y seems... We do. We do get another Y list. Y is another one of those names. I suspected. What's the other list? Oh, okay, there's more characters I actually care about on this one. So... It's between Yugi, Yusuke, and Yamato. Oh, it's not Yamato. It's definitely not Yamato. So, I'm gonna say Yugi. Because Yugi fascinates me. Sorry, Yusuke. I'm gonna save Yugi. Gotta get the king of games. Gotta save him from the lava. Gotta get Yugi. And letters... You know what would have actually been really funny? So the next list is Z. And we have Zoro here, so of course I have to save Zoro. But it'd been really funny if they put Zoro on any of the other letters. If you're a One Piece fan, you understand the joke. But it really would have been funny. They really should have done that. They should have put Zoro, like, letter K or something. It would have been so funny. But yes, I'm saving Zoro. Sorry, Zach. Like, I feel bad. Feel bad for leaving you there. But it is Zoro for me. Aw, man. They missed an opportunity for Zoro. Well, that's all of those ones. So let's see what the next one will be. Do I have one? Why don't I have one with girls? Save one anime character. Why are they all guys? How did I unconsciously do one that's just guys? Oh wait, here's the girl equivalent. Well, actually I'll leave it up to you guys. Should we do the girl equivalent of what we just did? Or should we do a food one? Should we do... Well, there's a Disney song one, but I can't play the music. Copyright's gonna kill me if I do that. So we can do the girl equivalent to what we just did. We can do animated movies. See, save one cartoon per studio. Or we can go back to food. So let me know. Alright, bye Crimson Phantom. I really appreciate you coming. Do the girls? Okay, let's do the girls. Gotta get the girlies in here. These aren't girls. It's just part 2. They lied to me. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one with the girls. The picture lied. Let's see. Surely one of these on the side has a girl version. Let's see. Pick your favorite anime. No, not boy. Come on. Why wouldn't the girl equivalent be like right next to it? Part 2 is just more guys. No, part 2 is guys and girls. There should be one that's just girls. Did they not think we wanted one that's just girls? Not so mean. Aw, man. There has to be one. This one is pick one, kick one, girls versus boys. But no, I want one just girls. I could easily type it in. I could easily type it. Wait, no, wait, I think we found it. No, it's not. Ah, that's so weird. Is this one the girls? No. Well, should I just type it in, guys, or pick one that's already in my watch later list? Should I type in a girls anime list? What do you think? No, you're not too late. We're choosing the next thing to do. Let's see. Save one anime character for each letter. I got too much stuff on my desk for each letter. Girls. Here we go. Good grief. It should have been like up next. All right, we found it. So now I gotta do the girls. All right, justice has been served. All right, letter A. I can see letter A having a round, another round as well. It won't. Okay. So, I haven't seen Spy Family, so I can't choose Anya because it would be a little disingenuous. I'm sure if I had seen Spy Family and it's on the list, then I would probably choose Anya. But since I haven't, I mean, I haven't seen Oshinoko either, and yet I chose Aqua for the first list. So, whatever. It's my choice. I'm doing what I want. But for the characters I actually know, I'm aware of I'm aware of Akane, and I guess I'm aware of Anya. I know Akame, I know Annie, and I know Asuna. It's not gonna be Annie. I kinda wanna save I, guys. I mean, she was done dirty. I think on principle, I'm gonna choose I. But I am so sure that if I've seen, if I actually watched Spy Family, I would choose Anya. So I'm gonna choose I, but I'm gonna throw Anya a rope. I don't want her to go in the volcano. She seems too sweet. All right, letter B. They put Big Mom on here. That's really funny. Okay, so for me, it's between Botan, Boa. Boa's not even her first name. Her first name's Hancock. Well, that lets you know if these are actually One Piece fans or not. It's between Botan, Bulma, and Boa Hancock. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Bulma as well. Bulma's too valuable of a character. Yes, her name is Boa Hancock, but all One Piece characters have a naming convention. It's their last name and then first name. Boa Hancock's first name is Hancock. Oh no, my character froze. It couldn't take the OBS. There we go. Alright, I unfroze. Oh boy, I gotta figure out the OBS situation at some point and why my character can't take it. But yeah, gotta save Bulma. Bulma's too good. Alright, so letter C. So for me it's between Chibiusa, Kami, and Chi-Chi. So it's not gonna be Chi-Chi. I kind of want to save Kami because she's really funny. The way Kami talks makes me laugh every single time. So I'm inclined to choose Kami. My nostalgia says Chibiusa, but my heart says Kami. So I'm going to choose Kami. Sorry, everyone else. Really sorry. Hope you, hope the lava's not too hot for you. Alright, letter D. Well, purely because I'm not really familiar with most of these other characters, I gotta go with Dawn. I'm aware of Diane, but I haven't watched Seven Deadly Sins, so I don't really have an opinion of her. So I gotta go Dawn. Dawn's cool. But who are you guys choosing? Let me see. Because you guys clearly know who these other characters are. Yeah, it's Dawn. We're saving Dawn. We can't leave Piplup. We can't let Piplup be alone. Alright, letter E. Oh, I gotta save Aerie. I'm sorry. Everyone else, I'm sorry. We gotta save Aerie. She deserves happiness. Aerie all the way. 100%. Like, look at that face. We gotta save Aerie. She's been through a lot. You can't let her fall into a volcano. Look at her. She's had a tough life, guys. We gotta save Aerie. She's precious. She's a precious cinnamon roll. We gotta make sure that she is okay. All right, next one. Uh-oh, you almost had a commercial. All right, letter F. Well, the only character here I've had any level of interaction with is Faye. Because I haven't seen Freerun yet. I'm sure if I had, then I'd probably choose Freerun. Because from what I've seen in some clips is that she's a pretty cool character. But I've only experienced Faye. So I'm sorry, everyone else. I am choosing Faye. I'm not even a huge Cowboy Bebop fan. I'm not even a Cowboy Bebop fan, but I've experienced Faye. So sorry, everyone else. I want to choose Freerun, but I don't know her. I'm sorry. All right, letter G. Let me see. Is this going to be another one that has 2 rounds to it? Nope, it won't. Huh. Well, we finally ran into a situation where I don't really like anyone here. Huh. Well. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother says to choose the very best one, and it will be... I'm gonna go with Galco. Just because, she's a Gyaru, and, Gyarus are cool. She looks like a Gyaru, but I don't know if she is. She looks like one. So I'm gonna go with her. Galco. We might have done like 5 of these so far or so. Alright, now we're on to letter H. So I know Haruhi, I know Hongi, I know Hinata, and I know Himiko. Are we gonna have any other H's? These things like to cheat. No, we're not. Part of me's leaning Himiko, but Haruhi's too good of an anime. So I might have to go with Haruhi on this one. Also, they spelled it Haruki. This person does not. They did not double check things. They've already made a few mistakes, I've noticed. But I'm gonna choose Haruhi. Not that she's a fantastic character, but I mean, she makes the anime interesting. She is the one who makes it interesting. So yeah, it's honestly between Haruhi and Himiko for me. But I'm gonna go Haruhi. And letter I. Don't know you. I'm aware of you. I'm aware of you. I know you. I don't know you. I know you. I know you. I don't know you. Okay. It's between Arena, Azumi, and Ino. Which of those 3? Probably not Arena. I mean, she's a fun enough character, but I'm not particularly attached to her. I'm inclined to go Azumi. I mean, Ino's cool. I like Ino, but I'm inclined to Azumi. Because again, Fullmetal Alchemist is fantastic, so. Oh no, we lost some quality of the video, but it's okay. Alright, letter J. And I'm choosing Jessie. I'm choosing Jessie because Team Rocket is iconic. I mean, I don't really have other options. But I think I would still choose Jessie. Sorry, everyone else. Enjoy your swim in the volcano. Alright, letter K. Some of the girls in Dr. Stone have a... I don't know why there's 7 miles in between their eyes for some of the girls in Dr. Stone. But it's so distracting. But anywho, for me, it's between Kanade and Kana. I haven't seen Oshinoko, but I've seen enough stuff about it that I know who Kana is. And like what she's about and has gone through and stuff. And I know Kanade... Wait, hold on. There might be another one. There might be another letter. There is. K is a very common... Okay, so it's between this page. That's easier. That's a way easier situation than the last one. In which case, it's between Kagome and Kyoka. Now it's hard. It just got hard. Kagome or Kyoka? Yes, my chibi commissions are still open. let's see. Between Kagome and Kyoka. I have more nostalgia for Kagome. But I will throw Kyoka a rope. I don't want to lose anyone from class 1A really. So Kagome, and I'm gonna smuggle in Kyoka. All right, letter L. I can see this one having a second page too. Does it? No, it doesn't. All right, so I'm not particularly attached to any of these characters. I know Lifa, and I know Leone, and I know Lust. I'm aware of Lucy, and I'm aware of Levy. But since I haven't seen Fairy Tail, I don't have much opinion on Levy and Lucy. I can't say I particularly care for Lifa. I don't hate her, but she's just kind of a meh character. And so is Leone. So that kind of leaves Lust, doesn't it? Huh. But I don't want to choose Lust. I'm gonna jump it back over to Levy. I know I haven't seen Fairy Tail, but I like the ship that she's in. Like, I have not seen this anime, but I got invested in her ship with Gajiel, if that's how you say his name. So I'm gonna say Levy. Like, I saw like a lot of fan comics of that ship. I think they're cute. All right, now letter M. Aw, Momo. I mean, not the top Momo, but My Hero Momo. Mirko's cool, but I'm more attached to Yao Momo. So it's actually between Momo and Maka for me. Momo or Maka? Maka or Momo? It's fun to say Maka and Momo together. Maka Momo. Momo Maka. I'm gonna save Momo from My Hero Academia. I'm gonna save Yao Momo. Momo Yao Yorozu. Sorry, Maka. I'm sorry. I'm sure Soul can save you. Oh, we had more M's. I should have suspected. Will this change my... Nope, it didn't change. I'm aware of some of these characters, but I still like Momo more. I should have suspected there would be a second page on that one. Okay, the next one has 2 pages as well. Okay. Well, my daughter is here. I have to save Nami. It doesn't even matter who's on the second page. Because I have to save Nami. I'm curious about who's on the second page, though. Nope, that didn't affect my choice. I am saving Nami. Because each one of my Straw Hat children must be saved. Everyone else, I am so sorry. I hope you have a wonderful swim in the lava. Let me know how it feels. For those who don't know, I have adopted all the Straw Hat Pirates, so they are my children. Alright, let's see. Letter O. Oh, they actually made this one slightly tricky. So it's between Orihime, Olivier, and Ochako. I really like Olivier. She's a cool character. But Ochako's really sweet. Olivier or Ochako? Ochako or Olivier? Olivier is a super cool character. But I might have to save Ochako. Yeah. Wait a second. I just realized something. They didn't put Froppy. Wait, I guess since her name's not really Froppy, they wouldn't put her for letter F. Never mind, I guess. She could be there for T, so we could wait for that. Anyway, yeah, I'll save Ochako. Because she's a sweetie pie. Yeah, I know her name is Suyu. That's why I was like, maybe she'll pop up with the T's. All right, for letter P, I'm gonna save Perona. Perona's a fun character. I am sorry to Pan, and I am sorry to Patty and to Petra. Sorry, you guys. Oh, there's 2 Petras. Why is that a common name in anime? Anyway, Perona. I'm saving Perona. Perona is too fun for me not to save. Wait, are we gonna have two letter P's? No, we're not. Gohan can bring his daughter back. That's a fun way of thinking of it. I can see this one having 2 pages. It will have 2 pages. I thought so. Okay, so this is page 1. And page 2 has these guys. So I'm gonna save Rukia. I'm going to save... Thank you. Thank you for the blessings. I am going to save Rukia. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. She's probably my favorite Bleach character. Your mom would gut you if you didn't save Rukia. That's funny. Gotta give it to your mom for being a Rukia stan. Alright, next up, we got letter S's. Do we have 2 rounds of S? We do have 2 rounds of S. Alright, so here's the first page of S. And we have page 2 of S. And I'm gonna be super controversial here. I'm gonna save Sakura. Because despite the controversy on her, Sakura is actually my favorite Naruto character. So take that as you will. But regardless of what you think of her writing, I do like Sakura. So I'm going to save her. Like, I do not care about the controversy and what people say about her. I like Sakura, okay? But yeah, we have 2 pages for whoever you want to save. If it wasn't Sakura, and if I had to choose someone else, it might have been Sasha that I save. And also, I mean Sakura Haruno, by the way, when I say Sakura. Not Sakura from Cardcaptor's Sakura. So yeah, I'm saving Sakura Haruno. I've considered doing a video on Sakura Haruno, but I don't know if that's the hill I really feel like climbing up. But I've considered it. We'll see. Right now, most of my controversial character energy is in Starlight. So I gotta get all of that out of my system before I switch gears. Alright, time for letter T. Oh, there's Suyu. Yeah, okay, she's here. Alright, then yeah, I'm choosing Froppy. Well, yeah. I am sorry, Taiga, Tamari, Toru, and Tsunade. I like you all. I like Suyu more. Suyu is one of my top My Hero characters, so yeah. I'm really sorry the rest of you. And Tatsumaki, I'm sorry for you too. Tsuyu, 100%. Tsuyu Asui. Do we have another page for T? No? Okay. So yeah, Tsuyu, 100%. Yeah, I feel bad for leaving Toru behind, but Volcano's gotta eat, I guess, and I'm taking Tsuyu over Toru. I'm sorry. Alright, letter U. Alright, so for letter U, it's either Uta or Usagi for me. It's so weird for me saying the Sailor Moon characters' original Japanese names. I grew up with the Deke English dub, so she'll always be Serena to me, and Chibiusa will always be Rini. But in any case, between these characters, I'm probably gonna go Usagi. I feel bad for Uta, but I have more nostalgia for Usagi. Second is there another U? That's a good point. Let me see. Is there another U list? There is not. This is the only U side. Sorry, everyone else. Into the hot stuff. All right, letter V. Who made this list? That's not... Her last name is Vin Smoke. That's not her first name. I don't fully remember her first name, but her last name... It's Reiji? It starts with an R. But either way, you can't just put their last name whenever you feel like it. Her name's not Vin Smoke. Raiju? What's Sanji's sister's name? Reiju. There it is. I was in the ballpark. But since I haven't seen these other anime, I have to choose Reiju. Like, I haven't reached where she shows up, but I know she's like a really, really good sister. And she's a good sister to my son Sanji, so I have to out of loyalty to Sanji, I need to choose Reiju. Alright, is there another V? Nope, let's go to W. Alright, it's okay. Winry. It's Winry for me. I gotta save Winry. I saved Dead. Gotta save Winry. I also don't know these other characters. I'm aware of Wendy, but I don't know who she is. I know where she's from, but I don't know who she is. I know she's from Fairy Tail. That's literally all I know. So yeah, Winry. I've been happy that I've been able to recognize at least one character on every list. I'm not as caught up on current anime as I could be, but I'm glad I know enough to where I can give my opinion on some of these. So I'm still in the game as an anime fan. Alright, letter Y. Yoruichi. I'm choosing Yoruichi. Because why wouldn't I choose her? That's a disrespectful picture of Yelena, by the way. But yeah, Yoruichi. Like, I know who the first Yui is because I've seen Angel Beats. I'm aware of the second Yui, though I haven't seen K-On! I'm aware of Ymir, but I don't care about Attack on Titan. Yachiru is cute, and I would choose her. I haven't seen Spy Family, so I can't give an opinion on Yor. I know she's a cool character based off, you know, what I've heard, but I can't not choose Yoruichi. It's like a written law or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a law somewhere that says you have to choose Yoruichi. I didn't make the rules. And last but not least, letter Z. They put Zaniba here. That's funny. I'm aware of 02. I haven't seen Darling in the Franxx though, because it looked weird. And I've seen Spirited Away, so I really only know those two characters. And if I had to choose between those two, I would actually choose Zaniba, to be honest, because Zaniba is a nice old lady. She's grandma. She's a nice grandma. She's not like her sister, who's mean. Zaniba's cool. Like, Zaniba will give you cookies. She would give you cookies and she would make you feel comfortable. So yeah, Zaniba. Otherwise, I probably would choose 02 only because of recognizability. Alright, well, we did the girl anime list. Now you can go back to... I think we have time for one more, because I do want to take like a little nap before church. So let's do one more. One more list to save them all. So you guys can choose. I'm going back to my watch later list. So you guys can choose which one. So, of the choices we have, we can do another food one to end it off. We can do animated movies. Or we can do superpowers. So, food, superpowers, or animated movies. Hi, Roland. Thanks for being here. So we have one for food. We have one for animated movies. We have one for superpower. We have two for superpowers. We have two for food and two for superpowers. We have three for superpowers. And plus we can always do another one of these for another stream too. So it's not like I'll never do this again. If you guys like this, are you guys liking this? Do you like just going through these lists and picking characters and stuff? Because if so, we can always do another one of these. I think superpowers is going to win this. Alright, so let's do superpowers. Yeah, if we like this, we can always do it again. I wouldn't mind. It's really low-key. Doesn't require too much effort. Alright, we're going to end off the stream with superpowers. And we're going to see which superpowers you would rather choose. I'm just going to click through it. Who wants to go through all the animations and stuff? So, would you rather fly or become invisible? That depends. Are we talking about realistic flight and invisibility? Or are we talking about the kind of flight and invisibility that isn't inconvenient? What I mean is, if you could fly in the real world, you would probably have you have to deal with bugs, right? You have to deal with bugs flying in your face. And you would also have to deal with the cold, depending on how high you go. And you'd also have to be dealing with air traffic or air security and, military looking out for random flying objects. So if we're talking about realism here, invisible might do more for you. I do like the idea of flight more. Who doesn't want to fly, honestly? Flying is the better power. In a fictional world, flying is a better power. But becoming invisible, you have a lot of options with that. So if we're talking real world, then I would choose becoming invisible. But if we're talking about a fictional world, I would choose flight. So yes, I'm going to be wishy-washy with this, and I'm okay. Actually, let's establish the rules for this list. Should we choose superpowers based off of real-world logic, or should we choose superpowers just based off how cool they are? I want to keep consistent rules. What do you guys think? Because my decision can change purely off of which rules we go with. You guys want to just go with the cool logic? Okay, well, okay. Then cool-wise, then yeah, flight's way better. Who doesn't want to fly? That's more awesome. So yeah, I would choose flight. If there's no drawbacks to it whatsoever, absolutely. All right, the next one. It's either super strength or super speed. Which one would be more helpful? This one really depends with which one's more helpful. I wouldn't be if I had super speed. And assuming there's no drawbacks like getting tired, then maybe super speed I could sleep in every day. But super strength, you can help more people out. You might actually get more money for super strength. Huh. Like, you can get money for either of these, really. Like, if you have superpowers, you can get money for any of it. But I don't know. In terms of superpowers, I never really cared about super strength and super speed. But super speed does have more conveniences to it. That's a good question. If someone came up to me and said, I will give you a superpower, and the superpower is either super strength or super speed, then I would choose maybe super speed. Especially if it helps you burn the calories too. I mean, that's cool. But if you had super strength, I'm lingering on this one longer than I thought I would. With super strength, you can help people move into their houses and stuff. Maybe get paid for that too. I'm just thinking which one of these will pay me more. Both of them will. But I'll go with super speed, I guess. Super speed. Yeah, that's what I'm choosing. All right, next one. The power to read minds or the power to control minds? I don't want either of these. I don't. I don't want to read minds because I think that will drive me insane. And I don't want to control minds because I don't need that kind of power. But if I had to choose, because if there's a weapon next to my head and someone said, pick it, you have to choose read minds or control minds, then no, they're both messy. What one hurts you and one hurts another person, so it kind of comes down to, do you want to be selfish or selfless? I don't like the idea of controlling other people. It has its perks. Like, someone mentioned, like, the bad people. So, like, say there was a hostage situation and you needed to get the hostages out. And the only way to do that would be to control someone's mind. Okay, so I might actually go, no, because that's a slippery slope. Like, you can start it out with, I'm only going to use it for good, and then it can easily turn into you doing tiny things to get what you want. Yeah, exactly. It would be a slippery slope for controlling minds, and I don't want to put myself in that situation. Reading minds has its perks, for sure, depending on the context. Like, if you can turn it off, then they're both bad. They are both bad. But you can really help the world out with control minds. Yeah, it always starts as I want to do it for good, but then human nature kicks in, and then you start doing tiny things, then bigger things. I didn't think the superpower video would become a philosophical situation. I didn't think we were going to be discussing philosophy and morals today. But if I had to choose... if I have absolute self-control, then I'll go with control minds. I like the idea of being able to... You can help people with that. You can, but you can only help people in very specific situations. I'm actually getting a headache from this. This is not worth me getting a headache over. I mean, it's not like you're reading minds all the time. Ugh. Okay. You know what? No, I'm doing a coin flip on this one. I need a coin. Because they're both bad. Let's see. I'm gonna choose a number between 1 and 10. And whoever guesses my number first gets to choose. Alright, number between 1 and 10. Alright, Quiet Storm, you got it. It was number 7. So, which power are we choosing? Quiet Storm gets to choose. He chose 7 first. 7 was a number I was thinking of. So I'm putting the decision on you. Mind read. Okay, that's what we're choosing. We're choosing mind reading. Alright, next one. It's between teleporting and time travel. I do not want to mess with time travel, so I am teleporting. Time travel has the same slippery slope as the last two things that we discussed. I do not want to be responsible for accidentally kicking a rock and creating World War VII, so no thanks. I will teleport, thank you. Teleporting just seems more convenient in general, too. So yeah, that one was easier. Time travel sounds cool in theory, but you can mess too much stuff up. I don't want to be responsible for that. Alright, next one is... Boy, that other one really gave me a headache. Like, I am not doing okay right now. That decision was hard. This is not that serious, Aloe. Alright, so healing others or healing yourself? No, I would choose heal others. I'm not even just purely saying that just to say that to look good. I work in the healthcare system, and I wish I could heal and help the people out that I see every day. So yeah, that would be the nicer option. There's too much suffering going on in the world. It'd be cool to just end that suffering. Also, mind you, regarding my headache, I am operating on 2 hours of sleep because I was working on a video all night long. So, It is both the stress of having to choose something and the exhaustion kicking in, so. Alright, anyway, yeah. Heal others, for sure. Alright, breathe underwater. Breathe underwater or fly. Like, I know we chose flight earlier. But there's... No, I think I'll still choose fly. I think I would still choose fly. Like, I don't work in that part of the health system. I work, I'm a type of therapist. But, I do wish I could help take away a lot of the burdens that a lot of people are dealing with and the troubles in their life. But anyway, breathing underwater and flying. Breathing underwater has its perks, like you will never drown, so that's nice. So that's a cool idea, that you'll never drown, but at the same time, I don't exactly plan on going in the ocean. So, because the ocean's scary. So yeah, I'm gonna choose fly again. Yeah, I'm choosing fly. I have no business being in the water. And plus, you can't even go that deep in the water. Just because you can breathe underwater doesn't mean you can take the pressure. So yeah, I'm not gonna get crushed just because I can breathe. So yeah, next one is a white void. Telekinesis and telepathy. Telekinesis. Telekinesis. It's more convenient. I mean, sure, you can mess with people with telepathy. But I don't want that. I want telekinesis. I want to be able to move things with my mind. That's a no-brainer. Telepathy is just the other thing with the mind reading, plus you can send your brain out too. I don't need either of those scenarios, so no, give me telekinesis. Alright, next one is shapeshift into an animal or shapeshift into person. I have no reason to want to be someone else. Now, if the does shapeshift into another person also include the ability to be able to change your current, like, change how you, No, that's a slippery slope as well. No, shapeshift into an animal. I'll go with an animal. Yeah, who doesn't want to be a cat for a little while? Seems like it'd be fun to be a cat. Just, like, lay around and sleep. Seems like it'd be nice. You could hop on things. Yeah, I'll choose to be an animal. That's cool. Alright, next one is invisibility or see-through walls. Oh look, another moral. These both can go very wrong. These both can go very wrong in the wrong hands. But if I had to choose, I'll go with invisibility. You can get more out of invisibility than you can seeing through walls. I can't see a scenario where seeing through walls is the cooler option, I guess, unless you are a spy. If you are a spy or work for the government, seeing through walls does not help me at all, whatsoever. Invisibility is more practical. Alright, would you rather control fire or control water? I'd rather control water. I always thought being a waterbender is like the cooler option. This isn't water bending. They're not asking if you would prefer water bending, because water bending has more perks, like being able to use ice and blood bend and heal others. This is purely control just the liquid water. If it's just the liquid water, then yeah, I would still prefer the water. Like, there's no real practical reason to control fire. Unless you can make fire go away. If you can make fire go away, then maybe you can choose to control fire, because then you can help like put out wildfires and stuff. But if it's only creating fire, then nah, I would control water. That's better. No, it didn't say that you can change the states of water. It just says control water, so I'm gonna assume that it's just liquid water. Alright, would you rather speak all languages or talk to animals? I think I would make more money from talking to animals. There's a lot of people who would pay to be able to speak to their animals, right? And you would get so stinking rich. I mean, plus it'd be cool to be able to talk to animals. We can all Eliza Thornberry it up or Dr. Dolittle it up. Depends on your generation, I guess. I don't really have a desire to speak all the languages of the world. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool, but like, the money though. There'd be so much money talking to animals. Yes, I know, speaking all languages is more practical. It really is. But guys, there'd be so much money. Like, I'm sure you'd make money speaking all languages too, but you know how much money people spend on their pets and stuff? You know how some of them are desperate to know what their pets are saying? You would become a bajillionaire. You become so rich that you would have to invent a new number. I think speak all languages is implying human language. I understand the loophole you're trying to do. I respect it, I do, but I don't think they would separate it like this if they meant to include animals in the speak all languages. So I'm not gonna include talk to animals and speak all languages. It's either you speak all human or you speak to animals. And I say there's more benefit. At least monetary benefit. Like, if I speak all languages, they're gonna make me talk to a lot of people. And I don't want to talk to a lot of people. I mean, I suppose I would be speaking to a lot of people with talking to animals, but I would be speaking more to animals than people. You feel me? So, and I also think it's less messy too. I feel like if you could speak all languages, the government would try to do something with you. Like, they would send you in for peace negotiations to some place, to some like rural village or something. And I don't want to do that. Wait. If you could speak all languages, then that means I could also spread the gospel to all languages. But just because I can speak a language does not mean that they'll accept me. But I should probably take that chance. Oh no, the pendulum's swinging the opposite direction. I still want, you know what, I still want to talk to animals. I want to talk to animals. I want to talk to animals. I can spread the gospel while speaking to these people's pets. That can be a good opportunity. Like, hey, Fluffy says that she wants more pets. By the way, have you heard about your savior Jesus Christ? That works. That works. Can't say it doesn't work. All right, next one. All right, would you rather create force fields or generate electricity? Create force fields. There is no practical reason to create force fields. If you're not in the military or in battle, there's no real, like, sure, you could operate on the idea that you might get attacked at some point, which is a very real possibility, but it's not a probability. The probability isn't high. So, generate electricity has more practical uses to it. You can help other people with their electrical problems. You can power your own house. You can defend yourself. So I'm gonna go with generate electricity. Generate electricity. It has more practical uses. Would you rather control weather or control plant life? I would rather control weather. I've always said that of all the if I've ever had a superpower, ever, I always thought controlling the weather. Like, that is my power of choice. I am basing this solely off of Storm from X-Men. And she's like, she has the coolest powers. Like, being able to control the weather, that's a lot of, there's a lot of benefits to that. Like, sure, you might have to, like, think about, like, the balance of the ecosystem and stuff, but, like, oh, we're talking about coolness here. It'd be cool to control the weather. Like, there's benefits to controlling plant life. Like, if you can make plants show up, like, you don't need seeds or anything, then you could help a lot of people with that, too. You can feed... world hunger would go away if you can control plant life, essentially. So there's that. But if you control the weather, then you can make droughts go away. So I think controlling the weather in the long run is the better option. So I'm gonna go with control the weather. My dear Peppa, her mood affects the weather, and she's unhappy while the temperature gets weird. Alright, next one. Alright, would you rather grow to giant size or shrink to tiny size? Once again, there's no benefit to growing giant. Whereas, there could be some usages for shrinking. Like in everyday life, is there any reason for me to become the size of a skyscraper? No. And plus, I'll be noticed by literally everybody, and I don't want to be noticed by literally everybody. Whereas if you shrink, you can go unnoticed, and you could probably find really cool things and go on adventures. You could be like a rescuer. You don't need to go into an amusement park if you can shrink. And plus, you can see things from different perspectives. I just realized that bugs will be a lot bigger, so that's not great. But if I had to choose one, then I would choose shrink. Like, growing or shrinking is not a favorite superpower of mine. But again, if someone were forcing me, I would rather shrink. For the people who want to be gigantic, I want to know your reason for that. Why would you want to get bigger? Like, I want to see what your argument is, because I can't see any practical uses for growing big that won't, like, automatically backfire on you. Growing big is quite literally only for if you're a superhero. There is no other reason to do it. I want to know your reasoning, Jin. Why do you want to be gigantic? In the meantime, while you are coming up with your answer... Nah, never mind, I'm too tired. I'm not gonna wait around. My headache is still here. Next one. Growing big, I can get into... Okay. Alright, I guess. Okay, that's... I didn't think of that. You can get into construction. Okay, fine. I guess that's another usage. Alright, fair enough. Alright, next one would be super intelligence or super luck. That's actually... Super luck. Would I be the ultimate lucky student? Danganronpa joke. But let's see, which one of these? super luck. I mean, if it's all good luck, then I don't see a reason why not. If you're super intelligent, you're gonna have a lot of responsibilities put on you. A lot of expectations. And I don't like that. That sounds exhausting. So, no. Super luck? Yeah, I'd rather have super luck. Super luck. Super luck, for sure. Would you rather duplicate yourself or duplicate any object? Duplicate any object. Why do I need to duplicate myself? Duplicate any object. Does that include money? If I can duplicate... A lot of these are money-based for me. Duplicate any object, of course. Oh my goodness. You can make so much money by duplicating things. There is no benefit to me for me duplicating myself. Sure, my other, my copy could go do the things I don't want to do, but I don't know what the limits of these copies are. Like, do they form their own consciousnesses, or like, this is a shadow clone jutsu situation? It's too many variables in that. Duplicating any object, however, has so many benefits. Absolutely. You would never really need to buy anything again. Like, yeah, you can duplicate money, but you can duplicate anything. That's a great power. Yeah, okay, fine. Maybe you can't duplicate money, but you can duplicate, like, really expensive stuff, or even just stuff in your everyday life. Like, I'm sure there's expensive stuff you can duplicate and, like, sell. Yes, you can duplicate something and sell it. That works too. I would still go with duplicate any object. Alright, I'm only gonna do a few more of these because we're actually going slower on this than I thought, and I have church in 30 minutes. I do kind of want to close my eyes before church. So, let's do 3 more. Would you rather be invincible or regenerate? If I'm invincible, I wouldn't need to regenerate. Hi, Anthony. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I'll go with invincible. Because you only need to regenerate if you're damaged. But if you don't get damaged, you don't need to regenerate. Obviously. So, yeah. That's a good point too, Jin. And you're a better person than me for that. Because that sounds painful. But if you're also, conversely, if you're invincible, then you can't get hurt, which means you can go and save people. So you can save people either way. Just depends on, one's more passive and one's more active. I mean, they're both active in a way, but one you have to actually go to places. But yeah, I'll choose invincible. So would you rather see into the future or change the past? Change the past is another time travel thing that is messy. But I don't know if I want to know the future. I don't want to change the past. I mean, everyone wants to change the past to some degree. We all have things we regret, or things we wish we didn't do and stuff, or things we wish we knew in the past. But we don't know what ramifications will be of changing something. Both of these do suck. I don't want to see into the future though. Like that's scary. I don't want to know. But if I had to choose, I would choose see the future. If I had to. I don't want to see the future. But if someone's forcing me to get this superpower, then yeah, see the future. Both of these suck. Would you rather absorb powers or neutralize powers? This is not specific enough. So in this scenario, are we imagining that there's other superpower people and we can absorb their powers or neutralize their powers? Or are we not in another superhero scenario and we're, in which case, what kind of powers are we absorbing? I'm gonna go with the idea that it's someone else's powers. So, would I rather absorb someone's powers or just make their powers stop working? If you absorb someone's powers, is it permanent? And same for neutralize. If it's permanent, like for absorb powers, are we thinking like Rogue from X-Men? Huh. Well, absorb powers or neutralize, but I'd rather take someone's powers. Or would I rather stop powers? One is more of a benefit to me. I'd rather... One's technically less cool. I mean, if I had to choose... Is there a benefit to neutralizing? If you're neutralizing, you're theoretically putting yourself on the same playing field as your enemy, I guess. Which might not work out. Like, if I was going up against some really muscly man who has powers, and I take away his powers, he is still a big muscly man who can squish me. Whereas, if I absorb his powers, I have more of a chance of winning. So, I'm gonna go with absorb power. I'm gonna go with absorb, it's more beneficial. So would you rather have sonic screams or energy blasts? Energy blasts? Energy blasts are cooler. What if a drawback of sonic screams is that you have to like drink hot tea every day and chew on cough lozenges? I just don't want my mouth to be wide open like that, just for my superpower to work. So yeah, energy blast. Let's just make it to the halfway point of this video, which will be at the 4-minute mark. So let's get until we get to the 4-minute mark. Alright, we got turn invisible again. Wow, this one really loves invisibility. Either turn invisible or phase through objects. Okay, now phasing through objects has its benefits. Every time I think about like invisibility or teleportation or phasing through objects, I'm like, how do I get into an amusement park? What's the easiest way? Teleportation, obviously. Phase through objects has its benefits. Yeah, it has its benefits. The benefits are actually very similar to turn invisible. Although we didn't think about this, if you turn invisible, do your clothes turn invisible with you? That highly determines what my answer to this is. If your clothes don't also turn invisible, then I will choose phase through objects. I do not wish to go naked. So, on principle, I will say phase through objects. That just sounds like a cool power anyway. Alright, can you phase with your clothes? That's a good question too. Huh. Huh. I will leave that at you guys at home to decide. Alright, would you rather control gravity or control magnetism? And gravity is kind of cooler to be able to control. I think I would go gravity just based off coolness alone. Like, sure, I could be Magneto. Or I could control gravity. That seems like more fun, too. Like, I can make myself weightless, and that would be fun. Like, just based off of fun, controlling gravity seems more fun. Like, who doesn't want to just, like, casually moonwalk? That sounds really fun. And plus, if you control gravity, that means falling, theoretically, can never hurt you. You could go almost anywhere, really. If you control gravity. Yeah, if you gravity control, you can technically fly. Like, if you, like, push off from the ground. Or float. Yeah. Basically Ochako from My Hero. Yeah, magnetism can make you fly too, but you need external things to do that. You would need to get something magnetized and like put it on your feet or something. Whereas if you control gravity, you just need you. Alright, next one is manipulate time or manipulate reality. Manipulate reality has more usages, and again, I don't want to mess with time. So yeah, manipulate reality. There's more usages for that, for sure. This one's not a competition for me. I mean, manipulate time has its perks, I suppose, but I'll go with reality. And isn't time a part of reality, if you really think about it? You can't have reality without time. And reality is technically everything, so just saying. But yeah, manipulating time is nah. I've got 16 minutes until church. I'm just making to the halfway point of this video, which is like, which is 2 more superpowers. So there's this one, portals to dimensions or portals to places. That's weird. Portals to dimensions or portals to places? What kind of places? Are we talking about one takes you to other dimensions of reality and one just portals you around Earth? Is that what it means? This one's not clear at all. Portals to places. That's so non-specific. Portals to dimensions. Portals to dimensions sounds neat in theory. Let's assume portals to dimensions is taking you to different universes and different dimensions. And portals to places is you're just portaling around Earth. Portals to dimensions could be dangerous. There's too much unknown there. Which could be exciting for some, but also really scary. You don't know what's on the other side of that. And you could just portal back, I suppose. But what if something comes through? I don't know. It seems... I don't got that kind of sense of adventure. And it's not like we're controlling where these portals go, necessarily. Because we don't know where these we don't know where these theoretical portals would go. And I don't think we're making up new dimensions. We're kind of just opening up the portal and hoping that something good is on the other side. There's too much unknown. So I'd rather be able to portal to places on Earth. There's more control there. So yeah, I don't know what to expect from alternate universes. I can't control which one to choose. we're making the assumptions that we can choose like different fictional universes that we like, but who's to say that those are even options? You could be portaling into a dimension where everything is a giant dust mite and you are a tiny bit of dust. We don't know, and that's the scary part. So yeah, I will portal to places on Earth. Please and thank you. For everyone who's choosing to portal through dimensions, I salute you for your bravery. Alright, the last one we're gonna do is telekinetic flight or super agility. Isn't flight already been telekinetic? I haven't seen wings on any of these people. So basically, would you rather fly or be super this one's stupid. This one's stupid. I don't like this one. I'm gonna do the next one. This one's dumb. We've done flight too many times already. So I'm just gonna do the next one. This is gonna be our real last one. Would you rather emit light beams or emit darkness? I was kind of wondering also why Superman was there. But yeah, would you rather emit light beams or emit darkness? I don't see the benefit to emitting darkness. Emitting light, I think, has more practical uses. So yeah, I'll go with emitting light. For everyone who says darkness, I want to know your reason. Because other than messing with people, I don't see a good reason for emitting darkness. I guess, if you just want to go with pure coolness, then sure. Emitting darkness could be cool. But I'm noticing for a lot of these, I'm going more of a practical route. So, light beams, I think, would have more practical uses in everyday life. Alright. Well, that was fun. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We can definitely do that again sometime. Can you believe the last time there, stop leaning. Can you believe the last time we had a live stream was like 6 months ago? I am so sorry that it's been that long. Time just goes by fast, you know? And life is so busy that I just kind of don't think about it. And making my regular videos, between making my regular videos and doing the holiday videos over on my second channel and just doing life, I'm just so tired. Life is so tiring. I'm just, it's a lot, but I'm glad that I was able to hang out with you guys. You guys are really nice and you're chill. You have a nice community here, nice respectful community. So I appreciate that. Plus it's nice to talk to people. I don't get to casually talk to people that often, people that aren't my family. Most people I talk to are clients and my family. So it's nice to just hang out. So I appreciate it. And thank you in general, you guys, for your support. For watching me on my channel, for all of the shenanigans. For listening to me rant on about Starlight Glimmer and how much I like her. For listening to me with my Christian talk. For listening to me with all my randomness in general and my inconsistencies. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those who do super chat. Thank you for everyone who comments. Thank you. for everyone who lurks but doesn't comment. I appreciate every view. I appreciate all the vibes. And I pray that God blesses you all abundantly, that you guys have a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning, whatever time it is for you. And I am not going to have any chance to nap before church, so please pray for me that I don't fall asleep during church. Oh, and please pray that copyright is nice to me for this video. It's already gotten me 3 times for the video that I was working on last night. So, alright. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's do this again sometime. But as for now, that's all there is. There isn't